When we talk about content creation, especially in the North Central region, and that which has to do with comedy, there are so many young men who are doing so well for themselves, and I must applaud them for all they're doing. But among them is one who must be recognized and is known by all. He goes by the name Uncle Wowo, the baddest teacher. I know him like you do, isn't it? Today, we have been granted the opportunity to host Uncle Wowo in the studio. Let's get to know why he's called the breadwinner and every other thing we need to know about him. My name is Okwe, Lawrence Okwe. I am your host.
All right, my name is Oko Wenebe Meshak, popularly known as Uncle Wowo. That's on content creation, and MC Wowo when it comes to handling the microphone, all the way from Benue State, or Badibo. I think that's me, simply. Okay, the Uncle Wowo brand is basically just about a character who is a novice, someone who is not educated, someone who is not learned, and who is always wanting to express, to teach. I think that's about it. The baddest teacher. You know, there are people like that. They don't know anything, but they want to show themselves. So that's just basically the Uncle Wowo character. The name, I got it from one of my very first video. I think in that video, there was this word I was always shouting. I think English people will call it exclamation. They say, at the very first one. Any little thing, I'll shout, whoa, 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 like someone who is surprised. And after the video, some persons wanted referring to me. They said, I like that guy's video. I say, who is the guy? I said, that guy that used to shout, whoa, 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 whoa. So they'll see me on the streets and they'll now say, whoa, 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 whoa. And I'm like, okay. And then the name I was bearing on the comic scenery was very different. So I felt I needed that change to resonate with what they are saying. That's why I decided to change to Wowo. And then when I got into the teaching concept, you know, usually children will say Uncle Mark, Uncle John, Uncle that, Uncle this. So I attached Uncle to it and we got the name Uncle Wowo. I've actually evolved from different styles, but the last three I could remember that was very, very visible for people, I think was the one I was using phone to talk. That one is in my dialect. I use phone to communicate, say funny things, and from there, I was trying to create a concept, and I stumbled on a word which was synagogue, and I tried to pronounce that word, and I pronounced it as Sinai Gogogwe. And before you know it, people started reacting to it, and I tried another word, and I said, okay, so I picked it up again and I changed to the baddest teacher, which is Uncle Wowo, this one that is very visible. So if I have the opportunity of changing anything in the comedy industry, I think I'll go straight to the lies and the exaggerations. And I say the lie, you know, all those fake giveaways and you know. They just appear out of nowhere and say, no, some are actually true, but majority of them has misused that already to derail their followers. So, you know, we are giving out 2 million today. They will give you off camera, they'll go and collect the money. Yeah. And some of them, you know, they like posting what they don't have. That one falls under the lies, yeah? Go and see a car, they rent a car, of a brand new car they rent, you know. They stand and say, thank God, congratulations to us. And before you know, congratulations everywhere. That guy gets. Or maybe they'll go and stand in a well-furnished, another person's house. They'll go stand near him. Say, look at what we have. I built this one for my mother. And their mother is in the village. So there are plenty lies. So if I had the opportunity of changing anything, or tell them to even reduce it, that lie you did here, then the exaggerations. You know, if not two, say two. Honesty, not today again because of that thing. Then. Okay, my mentors. Okay, let me just be honest. I don't have. You know, I just pick from here. So I don't have a specific person to just say I am modeling my concept after this person, or I look up to this person. No. It's just like how do I say it? Jack of all trades. Like I watch sometimes Brain Jotter. I say, this guy is mad. I'll just pick one. Watch Sabinus. I just pick. I just watch Nas Boy. Kai, this guy is. I just pick. So I don't think there's a specific name or there's like I can say no this person. And those ones are close to me, like Pastor Nicodemus, comedian. Yeah. So sometimes I get prayers, advice, and those things from them. But to say I have a specific name, like this is my mentor, no, I really don't have. The challenges. To be honest, there are plenty challenges on this line of work. Yes, there are plenty. For others, the major one, which everybody will agree with, they will go for money. But for me, I won't pick it. The only thing I will pick as the first, that is, challenges, there are plenty. So the first on the hierarchy is just what to do, how to come about the concept, because there are persons, some individuals now who are just thinking, they can do this, they can do that, give them the time opportunity. No. So you have what to do on my own. You have the finances, the money aspect. Because with money, you can get good camera, you can get good equipment, and you can even bring people on board and pay them, bring graphic designers and the rest, and that is it. And another challenge is the constant headaches that come with it, the restlessness, the sleepless nights. You get, for those ones who are just passive content creators, they don't know those things. But for individuals who have made it their mainstay, like it's just their job, you cannot avoid the headaches, because from constant thinking, constant networking in your brain, you can't avoid that. If I'm among the top 5, top 10, top 3 content creators in Benue, okay, I think for top 10, yes, I'm among the top 10 content creators in Benue State. Top 5, yes, if you mention top 5, I'm still there. And top 3, that's now where it gets tricky. Top 3, yes, I think I can contest for that. Among the top 3 content creators in Benue. On Facebook, on my page, I think for now I have about I have about 807,000 followers. That's close to 1 million on Facebook in one of our pages. On another page again, that is Idoma Doings, we have about 84,000 followers plus. On another page again, Wowo, I think we have about 34,000 followers. And on our group on Facebook again, we have about 123,000 followers before you come to my own timeline, my own profile with about 12,000 followers. That's on Facebook. Combine all that attention from Facebook. And then you move to TikTok. I think on TikTok I have about 951,000 followers. Very soon to get to 1 million. It's just the consistency was just not there, as I otherwise have gone to 1 million. Others might still be more than me already, I don't know. Then if you go down to Instagram is not just much, it's just 7,000. And go to YouTube, I think I have about 11,000, if not 12,000 followers. It's been a while. So all those things combined, I don't know. For now, if you ask a question, I think top 3. I can put myself in that bracket. Okay, now I think I'm going to be honest as it gets now. How much do I make from content creation? I've not really sat down to grossly calculate it because it depends on your strength. It depends on the content you are putting out per month. And if you put a high engaging content in a month, it can be high. If you put a high engaging content or it's not out, it can be low. And I really cannot put a bracket to what I earn because, you know, this Facebook is majorly where I face. And because of their rules, because of one how do they call it? One violation to another violation, one wahala to another wahala, I've not really been able to measure what I get. You get. So with time, I think I'm going to put that together and tell you what I earn. I think recently I just got married, April, and that's about a month ago, right? I got married, and before that marriage, I've always been thinking of interpreting marriage in my own way, to inspire, to educate, to reach out, and to motivate couples and intending individuals who want to go into marriage, to have faith in marriage. So after that, I felt is an area I need to visit. Looking at some of the content creators that we have there, like MC Mbakara, notably, that I can remember, their family who put out their life every day on the social media as a way of encouraging others to go into marriage. So it's an area that I'm exploring for the very first time. It's not up to a month yet, so it's new for me in the sense that I want to put out a positive message to people that marriage is not something to be feared, like we usually have experienced from our parents, some of our parents. Let me say, as it comes, and the weight with which they come. You know, there are what we call constructive criticisms. When someone criticizes your work, you know, this one is coming from a place of love. And there are people who will criticize you either because of envy, and so we are very careful to note the differences. Somebody like me, I'm very careful to know the differences, to draw the line, to know when I am to respond back, to know when I am to hold back, or to know when I am to block or shut the person off my media or off my space, if I'm to say. Are you getting it? Now you can, let me give you an example, because now you can just buy a car and post. Somebody can just walk from nowhere and tell you your mate are posting aeroplane or Range Rover. You are posting Peugeot 2017. After, you know. So it's just like maybe this Peugeot 207 that you posted, you really worked very hard as a POS vendor to make sure you gather your life savings to buy it. Now, for somebody giving you that kind of a criticism, there's a way, you know, one thing with human being, there's this force to react once anything hits us that we feel is not good. And there are some persons that will still come with a mild comment and say, congratulations, I'm happy for you. You know, so we tend to, another person might still come. So last, you don't kill your papa, buy moto. So those criticism, they come in magnitude and they come in sizes like. So when we spot those ones we know can kill or can drain our energy, we quickly block them off our space, you know, because psychologically no matter how you carry plenty good groundnut for mouth, if you put one bad one, it will spoil the whole thing. So if we spot that bad one, we will know say this one na bad belle they come out from, we go just delete them, block them. And those one who feel say they just the taunt us, make them to they get attention, so that I go mention them, make them know their name they come up. This notice me type of bad belle comment, you know, so we usually don't pay attention. White bread on my wedding day. Okay, I think the idea originally didn't come from me. It came from my aunt. While we were going on with the wedding preparation, he asked me of things that I've already put in place and where I needed help. And while we were having that conversation on phone, I told her, okay, I've already put some things in place, but the cake aspect is giving me headache. I called one of the baker. He said cake of our preferred choice is going to be 800,000. I'm like, 800,000. And she said 800,000. I said, yes. He said he called another person again, and the person said cake is 400,000. And then she shouted, he said, no be you will no drop bread for them. If I drop the bread for themselves. I'm like, auntie, he said what? He said, drop bread for them. I said, auntie, you don't know what you have done. And immediately I cut that light and I said, okay, yes, that's what I'm actually going to do. And she said, wait, I said, na bread we go use. He said, I no said you. Yeah, I said, no. I said, it's going to come. People are going to think because I'm a content creator, I'm actually using bread. And on the other hand, I don't want to overdo. I don't want to borrow to impress others. I don't want to go way above my own budget because I am the celebrity, as some persons will say. Okay, for those looking up to me, all these upcoming content creators, I think don't give up. I know it might be very hard, it might be very difficult right now. You might feel like you're only expressing yourself and people are not coming around, but don't just give up. You don't have the necessary money to get your equipment, but the idea is there. You're talking to your friends and no one is believing you. Those you're sharing your ideas with, they are not encouraging you. Your aunties, your fathers, they have all the money to support you, but they are not making a move. Don't give up. What you have in your head might be really very crazy. Don't give up. You get. I think when I started, 2010 thereabouts, would sometimes make videos and post on YouTube. There was a particular time I posted a video on YouTube. After 1 month, I got 2 views. And guess what? One of the views was me. And the second view was my friend. And do you know how I got that view? I went complaining. I said, Baba, I don't post video. You know they watch and you know they give me. He said, Baba, you don't post video? I said, give me your phone. Collected this phone and went to view. That's how I got those 2 views. But I was still doing what I knew I loved to do. I think it's, for me, Brain Jota, Sabinus, and Brother Shaggy. I will pick Brain Jota because I feel they are all creative, yes. I have seen different levels and faction of Brain Jota on most of his contents. Sometimes he acts as a pastor, a preacher. Sometimes he's a content creator. Sometimes he sings. Sometimes he carries bells and talks to invisible objects. You know, so the guy is he's spontaneous. And Sabinus is still there, one of the best. But he displays everyday life, everyday quarrel, everyday trouble, things that we can relate with. Children can relate with and we can laugh, yes. So I go for him number 2. Then Brother Shaggy. That shouting one. The Aguero kind of lifestyle and all that. For me, it might be, it's just too aggressive for me, you know. There are people who love it, but yeah, it's too aggressive and shout. So in that line or another, I'll pick Brain Jota, Sabinus, and Brother Shaggy, but I celebrate them all and they're all good content creators. Okay, so my name is Uncle Wowo, the baddest teacher, the Idoma comic ambassador. You can also call me the breadwinner. It's been a wonderful time with you guys on Talent and More. Keep watching Black Giant TV. Ciao.